Eisener. And forward, number 44, Jeremy Rim. And at center, number 52, Brian Welch. The Pilgrims are coached by John Scott, assisted by Joel Grindle, and
over to you, Tony. We're getting ready to go here.
All right, the Pilgrims will have the bat. Will tip it off, and Warsaw has it. They go left to right in a quick drive on the boards, and an offensive foul by Chase Byerly starts this game for the Warsaw Tigers. So he goes in strong, lowered the elbow, or shoulder rather, and 4 seconds into this one, an offensive foul on the Tigers.
Ryan Welch did just what the coaching staff wanted. Didn't try to go for the block. Just stood his ground and got ran over.
Austin Hodges with 39 assists on the season will bring the ball across the timeline for the Pilgrims. He'll go to the left, down to the right, give it off to Welch out high. Back up, Neilinger for a first touch to Renz. Jeremy will hold it, wait for Randy to get open. Stolen away by Nick Moore. Moore will bring it across the timeline, take the right side on Randy, float it up and bank it in. Nick Moore averaging 16 a game. Scores on Randy for the game's first points, 2-0 in favor of Warsaw. Welch had the ball poked away, and then he's forced to foul as Justin Clemens came out and knocked it out of his hands.
Couple tough non-Plymouth-like plays there. Jeremy Renz kind of lost control and had it stolen. And Ryan Welch had his pocket picked and then fouled.
Plymouth on this season with 222 turnovers, but that's still 81 more than their opponents this season. On the post-up, Clemens denied by Neilinger, but Clemens followed the loose ball, and the Tigers got it back. It's into the hands of Robinson. Robinson will now get it to the top, worked around, left side to Byerly. Now Moore off the screen, Robinson. Ryan Robinson, the junior, will work it around far wing. Byerly getting a touch. Now to Taylor Long. Worked around the left side to Moore. Picked up by Neilinger on the switch. Pops a shot over him. Missed it. Nice box out Neilinger, and he grabs the miss. Neilinger will bring it across the timeline. Left side to Hodges. Plymouth looking for their first points. 2-0 Warsaw so far.
Very small, quick team on the floor right now for Warsaw.
Good observation. Ryan Welch to the free throw line. Hodges. Nobody cutting in the middle. Now Neilinger wants the right baseline. Blows by everybody. Missed the bunny. And the rebound comes out to Warsaw, and Robinson up the court left side. Can't get it inside. Got away with a walk right in front of the official. Official shaking his head saying he didn't move his pivot foot. Okay, here's the post up to Clemens. Blocked by Randy, but it deflects low to Byerly, who puts it up, missed it. So he misses the shot inside the volleyball line, and it's still 2-0 Warsaw.
Right now we're having trouble with our open offense, just getting it to flow.
3 possessions, nothing happening on offense for Plymouth. Here's Welch with a backdoor to Hodges. Goes up strong, banked it in, and scores!
Wow, great call for Plymouth. As
Hodges will go to the free throw line on the foul.
Chase Byerly picks up his second already, as he was really set for a long time on that one. And Austin Hodges gets the call and the bucket, and he's at the line. Nice play by Austin.
5 of 12 this season is Austin, 42%.
Tie ball game at 2.
Austin had a couple of good big free throws last night for the Pilgrims, where he went. Actually, he got some defensive stops, not free throws. I'm sorry. He had a great game on a defensive standpoint for the Pilgrims as he hits that free throw. Haji with 4 assists in that game last night as well. On the left side, it's Clemens with the Robinson. Top of the key with his first touch, Andy Conrad. Slowed down by Hodges. Now Conrad goes to his right to Byerly.
Good patience by Warsaw.
Byerly out high to the near corner, handled by Conrad, the sophomore. Dribbles in, Wren slows him down. To Clemens, just inside the arc, finds his cutter. Moore leans into it, and the foul on Hodges.
Wow. Again, Austin was set solid, just like Ryan Welch, but that time it goes against Austin. Nick Moore will go 2-2.
It's going to be a fun matchup to watch tonight. Nick Moore and Austin Hodges.
Yeah.
2 of the quickest players probably in the conference.
Well, just as you described, Warsaw's going to make these officials call something.
Free throw up and Moore hits. Ties the game up at 3-all. Nick Moore, 77% from the free throw line. Why is he that good? Because he gets there and off This is the 79th trip to the line. And he hits that free throw, and Warsaw back on top 4-3. Nininger across the timeline. Looks for a back door, nothing there. Red's now in between the right side of the blocks. Randy Davis, a quick three. He hits the off-balance home run.
Wow, he just didn't even get his feet turned, still made a wonderful shot.
So Plymouth up by 2 now, 6-4 as Davis hits the three. Last night, RD went 2 of 4 outside the arc. Here's an answer, no, off the rim, Robinson. As here comes Davis with the ball across the timeline for Plymouth. Hands it up to Nininger, shot fake. And his pocket pick, but it deflects to Randy underneath the Welch. He goes up strong, missed it. Loose ball. Here comes Warsaw. Byerly will slow it down across the timeline. Byerly picks up his dribble, dumps it off to Conrad. Now to Moore. Nick to Clemens. Clemens against a double team, dribbled around it, puts it up strong, missed it, tipped around, out of bounds. Last touch by Warsaw. Up a foul on Warsaw.
Andy Conrad's going to pick that one up.
4:14 left to go in the first. It's a 6-4 affair. Plymouth with the 2-point lead and the basketball as Hodges will get picked up at the 10-second line by Bowerly. And it'll be Hodges to the right side of Randy, deflected by Conrad. But Randy maintains it to Renz. Reverse right side to Hodges, dribbles to the right elbow. Backdoor to Randy for 2.
Nice pass, nice finish. Randy Davis, 5 points.
8-4 Plymouth, with under 4 to go in the first. Nick Moore, the freshman. Good little point guard. Quicker than a hiccup. Clemens, left elbow high. Over a double team, shoots the jumper from the elbow and hits. So Clemens hits his 51st field goal of the season, and Warsaw down by 2. 8-6 Plymouth. They have the basketball. Hodges left side. Renz to Welch. Right side inside around the arc is Randy. To the free throw line, Hodges left side, Nininger in the corner for 3. Air ball. Welch was right there, had the ball slapped away, but slapping it away there was Conrad, who was out of bounds when he touched it.
Perfect call, Tony. Right. He got the steal on Welch, but his back heel was out of bounds. See, that throws a lot, but his back heel was out of bounds, and it goes to Plymouth.
So it'll be inbound, left to the basket as Sam Falstich checks into the game now for the Pilgrims.
Not sure how they'll stat that. I'm not going to stat that at all because nobody really had control of that.
Alex Nelf checks in for Warsaw, a 6'5 junior, to match up against Welch. Falstich can't lob it. Now he will, and Randy will catch it over his shoulder. Stays in the front court. Now will go up against Moore. Randy takes him on. Lost his position, and he traveled. Nick Moore stood his ground defensively.
Yeah, Randy's pivot foot just moved out from underneath him there. More just a slip on the floor than much of anything else. But like Tony said, it was good defense. He was right there.
Nick Moore will bring the ball across the timeline for the Tigers. 3 minutes left to go in the first. 8-6 in favor of the Pilgrims. Ball will take the left side, get right around Hodges. Pull up jumper from 15, no. Rebound, Randy. Here we go the other way. Randy slowed down a little bit by Byerly, but Randy will bring it across the timeline. Takes him on and then carried the ball.
4 more turnovers on Plymouth early.
Randy struggled with the basketball last night with 8 turnovers.
Yet 2 just now.
Still a 2-point lead Plymouth, and Warsaw with another opportunity to try for a tie. Byerly marked up by Randy at the top of the key. Slowed down. Out of the hands of Moore. Cutting through the lane. Here's Robinson in trouble, double teamed. Hodges picked his pocket. And Plymouth has the ball in the front court now. Nininger. Returned back to Hodges, right angle high. Down to the post up right up. Oh, this is Falstich to Randy. Underneath to Welch. Tough pass. Welch got it back out for Randy's 3. Off the rim. Rebound tipped out and Warsaw gets. Here's Moore on the run right side. Moore one-on-one with Randy. Takes him on the baseline. Oh, blocking foul will be block foul on Randy.
That's a drop shoulder on Moore. Wow, if he was 6'3", Tony, that was a charge on me every time. Kind of gets a little break there because of his size is so small, but that was a drop shoulder all the way. You cannot make space to go up by dropping your shoulder.
Inbound, Warsaw left of the basket. Moore to the cutter. Broken up by Welch. He got his hand up in the air and deflected the pass. Hodges to Randy. Still a Plymouth 2-point lead, 8-6. Under 2 to go in the first. Left side, Neidlinger. Guarded up there by Robinson High. Now to Falstich at the point. Can't go inside. No one's getting open. Now to Neidlinger curling in. Oh, bad pass. Picked off by Conrad. Here he goes the other way. Shoots, scores, and draws the foul on Falstich.
And Nick with a bad pass.
So the stops at 1:40, and we're tied up at 8, and Warsaw looking to regain the lead. Caleb Haddon will check in for Randy Davis. Nick Moore will take a breather as well. So two best point guards on the court will both grab a breath. And at the line, it's Conrad, and he hits for a 3-point play. Warsaw up by 1 now, 9-8, with 1:35 to go in the first. Hodges to Welch at the top of the key. Left elbow high. This is Falstich. Now out to Neidlinger. Tries to dribble in. Had his ball stripped away. Warsaw lost it. Welch had it. It got loose. Still free. And whistle sounds. Jump ball call. Warsaw possession. Nope. Plymouth possession.
I've never seen us have this much problem running open. Warsaw obviously has worked very hard in practice of defending our normal offense.
We stack it across the free throw line for this inbound play. Now we split off. Here's an inlet to Welch, and he gets hammered.
Yeah.
That stops the clock at 1:18.
See who gets that foul. He's going to go.
That will go against Taylor Long. So each team now with 4 fouls. Here we go inbound. Falstich finds Welch. Right angle Haddon. To the corner Neidlinger. Neidlinger sees the baseline. Goes up. Strong shot. Blocked. Moore came back into the game and gets his block. Now to Robinson. Bullets it to Clemens. Almost picked off by Plymouth. Clemens was out of bounds when he still saved it. It comes loose underneath. Blocked by Neidlinger. Loose ball. Taken by Conrad. Jump shot. Got it from inside 10. Right, Plymouth got some stops, but they couldn't stop or couldn't get the miss and the deflection. But now the clock down to 40 seconds, and Warsaw leads 11-8. Lead down low to Falstich, and he lost the ball. I don't know if it got blocked from behind or not, but Warsaw comes away with it. Moore, skip to the far side. Robinson to Byerly, down to 24 seconds. Byerly with the ball. Guarded up by Falstich High. Getting the count. Byerly off to Moore. Neidlinger picks him up at the top of the key. Down to 10 seconds. Moore in motion. Uses a high screen. Good switch by Welch. Kick to the near side. Robinson shot fake 3. Pulls up from 14. Missed everything. And that goes out of bounds at the horn. So Warsaw does not score. But they have 11-8 lead after 1. Here from the Tigers Den on AM 1050 Sports. Team shooting the lights out in that first quarter. Points off turnover, 5-0 Warsaw. Difference in this game, 3 points. Tigers have the basketball, and we're ready to go. Moore on the right wing side. Will now curl around traffic up high, dump it off, and losing the handle there was Clemens. Regained by Byerly. His shot up. Reach-in foul on Plymouth.
Boy, straight up.
So, clock stops at 7:43. And to the free throw line will go Warsaw's
Zach Owens, Tony.
Zach Owens, number 35.
Came off the JV, had a great game in the JV. Excellent three-point shooter, misses the free throw.
Here comes the second free throw by Owens. It's up. That's no good either. Nice tip out by Falstich, and Welch will grab it. Now to Sam to Randy. Plymouth trailing by 3. 11-8, Warsaw. Haddon on the right wing side. Welch. Falstich at the top of the key. Ball Stitch looking, still looking. Now to Renz. Tough pass. It goes out of bounds.
Here, come get the ball.
Right now, Plymouth, who has won 11 games in a row, not looking like it.
All right, they're just struggling with the open offense.
Wonder if the fact that last night's game may kind of took them out a little bit here early. Yeah, just maybe need to get the legs going somehow. But right now it's 11-8 in favor of Warsaw. Inlet pass to Clemens, and Renz gets called for the foul as Clemens just bodied him out. Renzi tried to recover it, and he got called for the foul. And that sometimes is little JR's problem in a sense, where if he does get beat by a bigger bodied guy, maybe not taller, but a little bigger body, and he's able to stick his derriere into the chest of Jeremy, he's not there position-wise, Jeremy's in trouble. Moore has the basketball for the Tigers. Nick looking as he picks up his dribble. Able to find Conrad in the block. Down low to Moore. Shot fake. Put up. Traveled. So Nick Moore with the turnover. His 69th turnover of the season. Plymouth only trails by 3 still. 11-8. Davis to Neidlinger. Nick to Renz at the top. Jeremy out of Paul Stitch. Still outside the perimeter. Paul Stitch to Neidlinger. Neidlinger left elbow to Haddon. Sets up for 3. Caleb hits. Tie ball game at 11. So Caleb Haddon collecting his 20th 3 of the season. Here comes Robinson the other way. Banked it in on a floater. So Warsaw up by 2. Boy, good transition offense by Warsaw. Nick to Renz. Up strong. Missed it. Got his own miss. Put it in.
Jeremy gets 2.
So Jeremy Renz on the board. His 18th point of the season. Ties it right back up at 13 all. Moore to Long. Now to Clemens. To Robinson for 3 at the top. Got it. Robinson hits his 14th 3 of the season, and Warsaw now up for 3 again. 16-13. Falstich. Boy, get fouled by Clemens up high. Falstich still managed to get in and scores and draws the foul.
Well, and that's what they have to recognize is if they're going to play you that tight, that far out, you just got to take them to the hole. And nice job there of recognition by Sam. I actually took it to the right side, which is his weak side. So that just tells you if he can take it to his right side, that tells you that Nick can take him to the hole, Randy can take him to the hole anytime they want if they're going to play that tight, that far out.
Sam goes to the free throw line. This season, Sammy's at 69%, missed it. So Warsaw maintains the lead, albeit 1 point now at 16-15. Byerly with a basketball, picked up by Haddon defensively at Plymouth. Now to Robinson, with Neidlinger on him. Work to Byerly. Now to Moore. Moore got it up by Neidlinger. Moore double teamed as we collapsed on the ball. Moore pulls up and he's short with the jumper from 15. Had a nice rebound and he'll just bring it up court. To the right side, Randy. Randy, top of the key, Falstich. Now left side, Neidlinger. Renz, looking. Now to Falstich outside the perimeter. Boy, getting worked over by Moore. Found his man. Neidlinger cutting through and he's fouled. Good recognition.
Now we need to finish these free throws. Nick Neidlinger will go to the line to shoot 2.
Nidesy comes in right at 64% on the season. 38 of 59. Free throw up, and that's good. Tie ball game at 16 all. Ryan Welsh will come in now for Sam Falstich, and Austin Hodges will spell Caleb Haddon. Jeremy Renz will now line up on the free throw blocks as Neidlinger gets ready for his second free throw. Looking to give his team the lead again. It's up, it's good. 17-16. Pilgrims have the lead. Full court press put on here by Plymouth, all being a little token. We're allowing Warsaw to walk it up. We're manning them right now. This is Hodges and Moore going at it. Moore across the timeline. Into the hands of Long. Taylor Long. One-on-one with Randy. Long fumbled the ball. Kip keeps control. Gets it over to Robinson, left angle high. Tries to use a high screen behind the back dribble. Dumped it off. Barley lost it. Got away with a walk. Still puts it up and gets fouled from Neilinger on behind. Woo! Barley did a little welcome to New Orleans on that play. But got away with it. Now Scott saying, hey, listen, you know, I don't mind the foul call. It's the travel before that you missed.
Free throw on his way and no good.
Chase Byerly is 74% shooter from the charity stripe this season. Didn't look good on that one. Coming off a 4-point performance against Fort Wayne Lures. He didn't even get to the line in that game. This free throw up, and that is good. Tie ball game, 17-all here at the Tigers' Den. 4:09 left to go in the second quarter. Here's Neilinger to the right elbow. I don't know what he did, but he lost it. Good thing Randy was there to save him. Neilinger, right baseline drive. He walks.
Wow. We are out of sync. Warsaw will bring it up with 4:01 left in the second quarter, tied at 17. As we continue to make those turnovers that take the shots away from you.
Under 4 to go as Moore will bring it across the timeline methodically, picked up by Hodges on the left side. Moore tries to inlet up the left elbow. Robinson goes to the other side of the elbow, missed his jumper. Rebound tipped out to Renz. Now Randy on the run. Hands it off and Randy walked. Randy had the lane. I don't know why he didn't take it.
I don't know why either. I thought sure he was going to step up and go the hole. You sure don't want to give it to Welch out there at the three-point line.
John Scott, in the meantime, sits back in his chair with his hands folded across the back of his head, saying, I'm not quite sure what our boys are doing here, but I'm not even more sure if this is coachable. Timeout called, 17-all. Plymouth Warsaw at the Tigers' Den. 3:39 left to go in the first half on AM 1050 Sports.
But our #1 players are making those turnovers. That's what makes me nervous.
Nick Moore will bring it across the timeline. Moore lobbed underneath to Robinson. Good catch at the right low block. He hands it off to the perimeter again. Conrad back out to Robinson. Here's his three. Missed it. Rebound, Neilinger. Now Hodges will pull it up the court to the right side. Randy. He stops and pops the three off the rim, and a rebound Clemens. Oh, he walked with the ball as he was off balance. And he wanted to dish it off, and when he did, he walked a step and a half. Oh, didn't even put the ball down.
Both teams stuck on 17 here.
Moore with the ball, trying to avoid a trap. Bullets one to Robinson, left low block. He'll straddle the baseline to the near side. Down to the post up. Byerly can't turn on Randy. Down to Conrad. Baseline kick stolen by Welch. Hands it up to Randy. He's on the run. From one end to the other. Fights Neilinger. Roughed him and he scores.
That's what Plymouth did last night. Good defense leads to good offense.
So a transition bucket by Neilinger puts Plymouth on top 19-17. Moore to Conrad. Right angle high. Top of the key Clemens. Finds Robinson at the top of the key. He's got the matchup he wants with Welch out high. Robinson dumps it off to the corner. Moore quickly down low to Byerly. Goes up strong. Missed the bunny. And the loose ball taken by Davis. Hodges will bring it across the timeline as we approach the 2-minute mark remaining in this first half. Welch. Neilinger to Renz, who saves it from going across the timeline and an over and back. Renz to Hodges. Oh, Moore gets called for the foul. A late call. I mean, the official really took his sweet time calling that foul.
And bails Plymouth out there on some poor...
Well, that was a foul, Larry. Hodges got fouled. I'm just surprised it took the official long enough to call that.
Out of the 7th, that's going to put Austin Hodges at the line to shoot.
Albeit an aggressive foul, it was a foul. As you saw, Hodges' shoulder cave in because of Moore's contact.
Right.
So Hodges will go to the free throw lines for some VIP free throws here. This one's up, missed it right. Rebound Clemens. Here's Warsaw coming off the miss. Moore will bring it across the timeline. Left side. Conrad to Moore at the top again. He'll come to the near wing. Now to Clemens. Back out to Moore. Pull-up jumper inside the elbow. Got it. Nick Moore ties the game up at 19-all in the pull-up. Plymouth basketball. False stitch. Down to Niedlinger on the left wing. Out high. Now to false stitch. Traveled. Oh, nope, he's fouled. Okay. That's why there was that.
Well, that's why you take it to the whole heart. That's actually that's his third, I believe. And it is Chase Beverly gets his third foul.
So Byerly will take his seat, and coming back in will be Zach Owen.
Yeah, that's a
Coach Ogle now
big
wants to go to the
there.
official. Nick Moore will also grab a seat. Randy Davis.
Not sure how
at
Randy's,
the free throw line.
not sure how Randy's shooting these.
And that one rolls in.
Wow. 6 points for Randy.
Randy came into tonight 85% from the line.
Yeah, I think the officials blew that because Sam's the one that drove and created the foul, but Randy's at the line to shoot.
His second free throw of the night is up, and it rolls out. Tipped out by Plymouth, and it's going to be taken by Hodges.
Nice tip out by Sam, over to Randy.
Randy on the right wing side. Now to Schaefer into the game for the first time. The fall stitch into the corner. Niedlinger had trouble catching it first. Gets it to Hodges. To Randy. No shot. Dribbles to the free throw line. Kicks it to the wing. Niedlinger back out. Hodges again. Fall stitch. On the right side. Pass deflected. And Warsaw steals. Taylor Long. One-on-one with Davis. Taylor wants to take. Now he's have to pick it up, drop it off to Owens. Picked up by Hodges, and Hodges goes for a steal and deflected it. Owens got it back. Owens lobs it ahead. Long pass, a shot fake, goes in strong, and Niedlinger gets called for a foul on the reach-in.
Takes second.
Clock stops at 41 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Nick picks up his second foul of the night. And with each team having 8 fouls at the free throw line, Taylor Long for Warsaw. 101 points on the season coming for him. Missed his free throw. Good board by Sam. Falstitch out with the lane. Nick goes in strong. Scores and draws the foul.
Quick outlet, and Niedlinger takes off. That's what Warsaw just slow getting back there, looking at each other saying, who was supposed to get back? Well, everybody's supposed to get back.
So Niedlinger gets the layup as he recognized the fact that Warsaw was not getting back in time, and he'll get a chance to make a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Nick Moore will check back into the game, and Andy Conrad will be the one checking out. Robinson and Clemens will switch low blocks as they line up for the free throws. And back into the game, Byerly taking a seat will be Kyle Tucker for the Tigers. Nick for the free throw. Got it! Three-point play gives his Pilgrims a 23-19 lead. Caleb Haddon now into the game for Plymouth. Niedlinger will take a seat. So it's Falstitch, Schaefer, Haddon, Davis, and Hodges for the Pilgrims. The point guard now for Warsaw is Taylor Long. Well, this could be a matchup we want here. Taylor goes left. Gets it out to Robinson. Marked up by Falstitch. He's got a count. Robinson dribbles to the right. Trying to recognize, pulls up, and now dumps it off to Clemens, left elbow high. Goes up against Schaefer, dumped it to a wide open Zach Owens. We just left him unscathed. He had the easy layup, 23-21 Plymouth. Davis gets called for the offensive foul.
That's Randy's second with 3.5 seconds left. That's not what we wanted. Randy's the one that needed to drop down on that defense and missed the drop.
And he thought the official was being a little ticky-tack on that call, but so Warsaw will have a shot to get away here with 3.5 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Byerly will look to inbound. There it is to Moore. Moore with 1 second drives in, missed it. That should have been an offensive foul on Moore, but it wasn't called. Well, Plymouth has a 2-point lead here at halftime. Sponsored by our good friends at Country Auto Center, where everybody gets a deal. Coming up next, our Auto Credit Card Company Sports Desk and Scott Masters. Stay tuned. (23-21) Plymouth.
I got a great deal. I got the car I wanted with payments that fit my...
Where everybody gets a great deal. Plymouth will have the basketball, and they will be going left to right on your radio dial. So Hodges comes on the near side. We are right on top of this east or west basket that Plymouth shoots at. They go into Welch. His shot no good, and now he's called for the offensive foul going after his miss.
Ryan picks up the foul, and he had a good post move. It just rolled out on him. First team foul, obviously. It's his second team foul. His second personal foul. Plymouth going to put a full court pressure on this time.
This will be Nick Moore avoiding a trap in midcourt. Able to dump it off right side to Conrad, who lost it. Out of bounds, so giveaway by the Tigers.
So the Tigers with 5 turnovers in the first half, give one away there.
6 on the night, and Hodges will bring it across the timeline. Gets it off to Randy. Nick Moore right in his grill. Now to Wren, top of the key with Robinson guarding him. Neidlinger to Hodges at the top. Down the post up, left elbow high, Welch against Moore. Welch forced to pass, and Moore picked it off. Beautiful outlet to Clemens. And Clemens will dribble once and give it to Nick Moore, so another turnover by Plymouth. There's a left baseline drive. Byerly underneath to Robinson for 2. Taylor Long gets the assist after making the baseline move. Tied up at 23 now with a minute gone by in the third. Neidlinger has the basketball at the top of the key. On the post up into the right elbow high, Renz one-on-one with Clemens. And then Welch painted himself in the corner through a baseline kick that gets picked off. And now a 3 the other way by Long. No good. Back-to-back possessions, back-to-back turnovers for Plymouth, and now they got the ball back again. Neidlinger dribbles into the lane. Dumped it off to Welch. There's the layup. Oh, but Ryan can finish. Missed his tip even. Ryan struggling tonight here, at least in the second half. Robinson drives and draws a foul.
Snyder picks up his third. Plymouth right now looks slow of foot. That game last night starting to wear on him a little bit.
Robinson will go to the free throw line with 6:16 to go here in his third quarter. And it's up and good. 6 points on the evening now for Ryan Robinson. He came in averaging 16. His second free throw will be on its way. It's up, and that's good. So Warsaw back on top, 25-23. Neidlinger across the timeline. The near side Hodges. Marked up by the defensive Long. Hodges takes him baseline through another bad pass. We just paint ourselves in the corner on the baseline. Nice lead into Robinson. And he scores for the transition.
We need timeout here, but Coach Scott doesn't like to call those timeouts too well.
Davis and his baseline kick steps out of bounds. That's 4 turnovers in the last 4 possessions.
Yeah, again, Warsaw, different philosophy. Their guarding is so tight out top, they're giving us the drive, but when we get in there with the drive, there's no place for us to go.
Hodges marks up Nick Moore at the top of the key. Conrad around the Robinson right side, nothing inside on the look. Conrad reversed it far corner to Moore. Baseline drive, kick to the left block. On a return pass, Robinson to the corner for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Clemens lost it, got it back. Loose ball on the ground. Hodges goes after it. Jump ball. Warsaw maintains possession. Oh, as of last night, a very slow start to this third quarter for Plymouth.
Yeah, really slow start. Randy is yet to even shoot a shot. We've got 4 turnovers here.
Moore with the basketball, guarded by Hodges. Conrad, right baseline spin move with the block. Floats it off the glass, no good. Schaefer, nice rebound, and Neilinger picked off by Conrad at midcourt. Conrad goes in strong, and a blocking foul on Schaefer, and Conrad missed his jumper. Well, here's what just happened. Conrad, who is 6'1" sophomore, just knocked down Blaine Schaefer, who's 270-some pounds. Schaefer may have took a dive on that, and I think that's why the official called it, but there's no way that foul shouldn't even been called. Conrad delivers short on the free throw there, so it's still 27-23 Warsaw. Conrad's second free throw, it's up, and that is good. So it's a 5-point lead now for the home team. Warsaw Tigers, 28-23. Renz had his pass deflected by Conrad out high.
Well, I think we've had more passes deflected tonight than I've ever seen.
We saw it last night too, Larry.
Yeah.
Saw it last night too. Hodges into the corner. Neilinger can't pop his three. Now dribbles in, kicked it out to Hodges, who has to save the tough pass. Davis gets to the free throw line, stopped by Nick Moore. Back out to Schaefer around the Neilinger Park wing. Neilinger to the corner in reverse. Davis for three. Short. Rebound Renz. Up strong. Draws the foul on Conrad.
Good job of Jeremy drawing the contact.
Well, they're going to leave JR open. He needs to be aggressive and put it up, try to draw that foul. So Jeremy will go to the free throw line with the clock stopped at 4:27.
Also the third on Conrad.
Renz with 2 points. Came up with field goal back in the first half. The free throw is up, good. So it's down to a 4-point lead for Warsaw. Byerly checks back in for Warsaw as Conrad will take a seat for him. And here comes Renz's second free throw. It's up, and that is out. Clemens grabs the miss. Warsaw ball with Moore to bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Hodges at the top of the key. Now to Clemens. Byerly. Byerly hands it back off to Moore. Neilinger on the switch has it. Moore creates some space, dribbles in, kicked it out, left baseline jumper from 10, good for Clemens. 6-point lead Warsaw, 30-24. Davis to Renz, now to Neilinger on the left side. Welch at the top of the key, guarded by Clemens. Down low to Hodges, kicked it out to the wing. Neilinger shot fakes, drops it back off to the corner. Hodges to the top, Randy a three. Shorts that one. Here's the miss and the grab by Robinson. Transition opportunity, Byerly spins on Davis, who forces a travel on Byerly.
Great defense by Randy there.
Substitutions come in as Falstich and Haddon will spell out Renz and Neilinger. Hodges will have the basketball with 3.5 to go in this third quarter. Plymouth trailing by 6. Davis to Falstich to Haddon. Haddon one-on-one with Robinson right now.
For some back doors, just not getting them.
Davis right baseline, reverse layup shot, nope. Welch grabbed the miss and scored.
Came right to Ryan. Ryan puts it in, gets his first two.
Now we need to stop. It's 30-26 with 3 minutes to go in the third. Moore down low to Clemens, fumbles the ball around. It's loose, and Plymouth had it. No, jump ball called. Plymouth ball.
Yeah, that'd be Plymouth ball. It's another turnover on Warsaw as they're starting to pick up a few now.
Now Plymouth needs to take advantage of it.
Plymouth's going to run a set here. They're not running a lot of sets because they know St. Joe's watching everything we do.
Hodges across the timeline. Popping out Haddon, getting it off to Falstich. Now Randy on the right side. Randy, right baseline drive. He's fouled by Moore on the floor.
And that, I believe, is Moore's second.
So that stops the clock at 2:46. 30-26. Warsaw with the lead. Plymouth inbounds up to the basket. There's a great catch and shoot right side for Randy. Missed the 10-footer. Falstich couldn't grab the board. Clemens will. Then Randy called for the reach from behind. For some reason, Randy wanted that ball, but
yeah, he was just frustrated he missed that shot. Got him on a good pass, and he had a wide open little 4-footer and missed it.
So Nick Neilinger checks back into the game. Randy Davis will be the one taking the seat. We got Falstich, Hodges, Neilinger, Welch, and Haddon out for the Pilgrims. Nick Moore has the ball. Into Clemens at the free throw line. Backs it outside the perimeter now to Robinson, right corner. Robinson trying to get it in. Nothing working. Byerly can't find his cutter. Now to Long. On the left side. Hodges slows him down. Long able to just get it off the Robinson left corner to the cutter. Moore comes in over a double team. Shot up, no good. Offensive board. Warsaw kicked out Long. Now to Robinson. He walked on his way to the bucket.
Good defense coming around the horn there. I think it was Hodges that got out rebounded there. And that'll happen sometimes when you get that switch down low.
And of course when you're 5'7".
Nick's got the ball here.
He's on the far wing. Now to Welch. 2 minutes to go in the third. 4-point lead, Warsaw, 30-26. Worked around Hodges, now to Welch. Over to Neilinger near corner. Popping out Haddon. Haddon looking for somebody. Robinson all over him. Haddon can't find a back door. Now at the post up, at the elbow, Welch. Back out to Neilinger. And there's the post up again to Welch. Double team. Spin move, back out to Neilinger. Neilinger looking, Warsaw playing some good defense. The crowd appreciates it. Welch, backdoor to the cutter, Sam, up strong, scores, and draws the foul.
Nice cut, nice finish.
That breaks the scoring drought for Sammy. And now Plymouth trails by 2, and this free throw can get us within 1.
He had a 3-point chance in the first half, missed the free throw, but hit the original bucket. He's got 4 points. Let's see if he can put this free throw in, bring us into within 1.
Free throw up, good.
Perfect.
So it's a 1-point lead now for Warsaw, and they'll have the basketball. On the right side, Moore gets the handout from Robinson, takes the right baseline, floats up a wild shot, goes off Sam, who didn't expect the carom.
Sam came over and cut him off, and he just threw the ball up. I can't believe it didn't hit the outside edge. But
It did hit the outside edge, didn't it?
I thought so, but we didn't have the best view.
So Warsaw will inbound left of the basket. Oh, nice catch by Robinson. Puts it up underneath and scored. And then Falstich, he didn't even outlet. How can he be over and back if he doesn't even outlet?
He's got to throw the ball
He's
in.
got to throw the ball in to get it over and back. That's a ridiculous call by that official. And John Scott wants a timeout.
He didn't throw the ball
He didn't even throw the ball in. Sam, what happened, folks, is that when Sam got the ball, he didn't even step over the line. And they said he did.
Yeah.
Wow, what an unusual call. So we'll take this 30-second break and come back. 32-29.
North Michigan Street, Plymouth is FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
Well, cheerleader gets in the way of the inbounds for Warsaw, so they quickly have to move them out of the way. Here we go with an inbound for Warsaw coming off this timeout to Robinson. He fumbled the ball and maintained possession and was able to get it out. Not along. Looking for more. Moore one-on-one with Hodges now on the switch with a minute left to go in the third. 32-29 in favor of the Tigers. Moore to the right side, Byerly. Plymouth looking for a good defensive stance here in the tail end of this third. Moore drives, and he's fouled by Hodges.
You don't see Hodges get beat too often, but he got beat there on that one. Still out of bounds.
Nick Moore is one of the few that can do it off the dribble. When I tell you, it's easier said than done, but to try to get position early on Moore when the key is to get him to go where you want him to go. And then figure out a way to get in front of him. Moore will inbound. Quickly underneath the Conrad, who leans in for the jumper, scores. So the inbound bucket makes it 34-29 Warsaw with 40 seconds to go in the third. Ryan Welch, guarded by Clemens out high to Hodges left, right wing. Around to the left side it goes to Haddon. Popping out Falstich with the basketball. Falstich needs the outlet. There's Welch. Now to Neilinger near corner. Dribbles to the right elbow. Now to Welch to Neilinger. A tough pass. Whistle sounds and a reach-in foul on Plymouth. Do they call that on Nick?
I don't know what they're calling there. I guess they're calling a charge.
Oh my goodness, what did he do?
Foul against Nick Neilinger. That's his fourth.
Well, that's a tough call right there.
Yeah,
that's a big call. It's a phantom call, that's what that was. Wow, Moore will bring it across the timeline for Warsaw. Skip to the corner, great catch by Long. Baseline drive, floats up the jumper at the horn and got it. Long hits the baseline jumper at the horn, and it's 36-29 Warsaw after 3 on AM 1050 Sports.
Limited time.
Our Plymouth Mancinos, and we will take caller number 8 at 936-4096. That's caller number 8 at 936-4096.
Randy Davis only 6 points on the night. As Plymouth down 7 points with Warsaw having the ball.
Nick Moore with a skip pass. Long blows by Randy on the baseline. Now he doesn't get the shot away, but Lee still escapes to the top. Clemens hands it back off to Moore. Moore now to Robinson on the left wing. Long wants a three. Missed it. Right to Moore. Turns, fires, scores inside the volleyball line. Plymouth not even getting to Karam. Hodges at the top of the key. There's Falstich underneath. Oh, Sam didn't take it strong. Skipped it out to the wing. Haddon the threes. Off the rim, no good. Long a rebound. Taylor Long is 5'7", folks, and he is playing like he's about 6'3", 6'4" tonight.
Well, we need Haddon to hit one of those threes and get us going.
38-29. It's Warsaw right now in control. Robinson at the volleyball line floats up his jumper, no good. Tipped out. Robinson called for over the back.
Plymouth gets a stop and a foul.
That'll be his first. It will be Hodges to bring the ball across the timeline. Plymouth needs some points in the worst way. Randy Davis. Ball stitch down low to Welch. Turns, fires, couldn't get the bank. Wow. Rebound, Warsaw.
Lions hit them all year. They're just not going in this year.
And a transition opportunity for Clemens. He missed it. Randy grabs the miss. Plymouth catching a break. Davis goes up strong, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Randy.
That's Randy's fourth.
Credit Nick Moore. He got in the lane and took away what Randy wanted to do. 38-29 Warsaw. They have the ball now. 2 minutes gone by, almost 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Robinson to Clemens. Worked around back into the hands of Moore. He's screaming at his teammate to cut through. That's Clemens. He has the ball, got it back to Moore. Denied the right baseline. Now he's going to try to cut through the free throw line, kick it to the corner. Brought back out to Moore. Now to Robinson, left baseline jumper from 10, no good. Good rebound, Hodges. And he's going to push it up the court. Hodges to Falstich. Travels.
Whoa. Didn't see that one.
Another turnover, Plymouth. 38-29. Timeout called by Warsaw. I think Mr. Ogle's going to say, listen, we need to slow things down here.
Right.
Kill off the rest of this clock. 38-29, Tigers on AM 1050 Sports. In just a moment, as Robinson has the ball for Warsaw on the right side. Fourth, Clemens in the corner to Moore. To the cutter, Clemens broken up by Falstich. Oh, and they call a late foul on Sam. Ooh. Nick, I should say Sam, called for that foul. That's his second foul, and to the free throw line will go Clemens.
Thought we had a steal. It was going to go the other way, but the official called a foul at the last second. We're going to have to get Caleb in here to get some threes off.
Justin Clemens missed his free throw, and Randy Davis hauls it down. Playing with 4 fouls, he has the ball at the point. Out of Falstich, back to Randy. Randy down to Welch. So Hodges almost stolen by Conrad. Hodges done a good job getting it. Hodges back out, Galt. Can't find his 3, so he'll keep the ball. Get it over to Randy. Lob in the Falstich over a double team. Back out to Randy. Randy, off balance shot, draw the foul and scores!
Nice job, Randy.
Davis gets to the free throw line. Let's go to Scott Masters and find out who our Mancino's winner is.
Thank you very much, Tony. You made me giggle on the cough medicine. Sorry you didn't know the mic was open. But Emily Edison wins the Mancino. So congratulations to Emily.
All right, Em, enjoy your Mancinos, and hopefully we can enjoy a couple of free throws by Randy Davis. It's a 7-point difference. This game far from over. But if we're going to start making the move, now's the time to make it.
That's right. Nick Moore worries me because he can burn a lot of clock. You're not going to steal the ball from him very often.
First free throw by Randy's good, and that's good to making the three-point play, I'm sorry. So it's a 6-point lead now. Full court press put on here by Plymouth. Moore gets it off to Robinson. Robinson, call, man. Falstich, now to Hodges, across the timeline. Hands it off to Randy on the right wing.
Big possession here. We got to really get a good look. Randy
Davis, right baseline, kicked it up. Good catch, Caleb Haddon. Forced a tough pass and got kicked. And it'll stay Plymouth ball as it went off the Warsaw leg. Davis in his right baseline kick landed into the stands. Thanks to some Warsaw folks who were very nice to help him out. Falstich inbounds, left to the basket. Looking. There's the lob out, caught by Randy. 4:15 left to go in this game. Plymouth trailing by 6. Haddon for 3 to cut it in half. Missed it. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Tiger ball.
Got a good look, just didn't get it to go. Nick Nyler going to check back in.
Caleb Haddon will be the one checking out. Now Jeremy Renz will come back into the game for Sam Falstich. Byerly will be inbounding as he just checks into the game for Coach Ogle. Gets a talking to from the official, and we're ready to go. Nick Moore. Very impressive point guard. He's lived up to his billing tonight. Has the ball against Hodges on the right side. Stutter step, kicked it out to the wing. Good look. Now back to Moore along the left baseline. He dribbles in, floats up a jumper, got it to roll. That's just a pretty shot. 40-32. Here's Neilinger to Hodges in the near corner. Back out to Neilinger. Now to Randy far wing. Couldn't utilize his screen. Baseline drive. Kicked it out Renz around the Neilinger. Here comes a 3. Missed it. Badly. Loose ball. Warsaw grabs it. Byerly will outlet, and Long is on the move.
Wow, that 3 was not even close.
Byerly, I'll make that long. We'll get it into the hands of Moore. One-on-one with Hodges, who backs up a step. To Long again on the left wing side. Now worked free to Byerly. Byerly, we got away with a walk, didn't he? Did he just shift his feet without putting the ball down? Clemens trying to create some space with Hodges on him. Now to Moore. 3 minutes left to go in this one. Post-up move. Robinson turns with a baseline jumper. Missed his bank shot. Welch with a rebound. Plymouth with the ball. Time to score, boys. Hodges in the corner. Neilinger a 3. This time he's on. And now the lead down to 5.
Well, that's a nice thing to see.
40-35 on Neilinger's 3. Plymouth trailing. Hodges called for the foul out high.
put more to the line. And he's a great free throw shooter.
Boy, Hodges been getting beat tonight, Larry.
Big time.
And you wonder if he's just sticking too close, or he's just maybe his position or his angle just isn't where he more comfortably is, because I haven't seen Hodges get beat like this.
Well, Nora and Haji are perfect matchups. They're exact same size, exact same quickness. And usually Haji feels like he's got an advantage quickness-wise, but tonight he does not.
Moore at the free throw line, missed it, tipped around, Plymouth grabs. Neidlinger's outlet, deflected. Oh, it went off his hand. It didn't get deflected.
It was deflected off of Welch, I think.
Did it?
Yeah.
I missed that. I only saw the ball got the change of the direction of the ball. So an opportunity by the wayside for Plymouth with 2:31 left in this
Great
fourth.
opportunity to cut the lead down.
5-point difference. There's a bad lob pass that Randy Davis gets, and he scores! No, he draws a foul.
They don't give him the basket. I can't believe that. 6th foul would be Plymouth ball. That's a tough call there because he got hit as he was going up.
So it'll be Plymouth inbound, right to the basket instead. Renz will inbound right to the basket. Can't find Neidlinger. Now it's up top to Randy. 5-point lead for Warsaw now. Welch, left angle. Oh boy, get it out. There it is, to Hodges. Randy flashes through, nothing open. Now Renz at the top of the key to Welch. Lob, and oh my goodness, Welch threw that ball into the stands looking for a lob to Neidlinger.
Yeah,
I mean, he missed the mark. I don't think Shaquille O'Neal could have made that catch.
just one of those things that's been going on all night. That wasn't even close.
Poor Welsh, he's had himself a tough night tonight.
Yeah, again, another great opportunity to pick up some points off of Randy's steal. Goes for naught.
Warsaw, if they were smart, would just try to hold off and kill off the rest of this clock. Moore, top of the key. To Long. They're going to stretch us out now. At least with their 2 point guards. Long with the ball. Davis smothering them. Long hanging on. And a whistle sounds, and a timeout called by Coach Ogle. And that was at the right time because Moore ended up throwing it away. So off the Warsaw timeout, they have a 5-point lead. 52 left. We'll take a 30 and come back here to the Tigers' den.
Possessions there that turned into turnovers. One by Nick, one by Ryan.
Here's a backdoor lead to Moore. Lean-in shot, banked it in for the Tigers. Big bucket, 42-35. Minute 43 left. Plymouth basketball, Davis on the right side. Wants to go one-on-one, gets by his man, draws the foul on the floor. That stops the clock at a minute 37, and Randy will go to the free throw line, or will he not? Nope, this will be an inbound.
That's the 7th. Randy's at the line.
Okay.
Finally got him to the line at a minute 37 left. Not a lot of fouls called against Warsaw in the second half.
Well, this is a big thing. Another bit of the good news is that Taylor Long is the one that fouled him, and that's 5 on him, so he is gone.
Yeah,
boy, what a thorn in our side he in tonight. Great performance by Taylor Long. Byerly will come into the game for the Tigers. Him and Clemens will switch underneath in this free throw lineup. In the meantime, Randy Davis has got some big free throws coming. First one up. Oh, get in there. It does. 42-36.
Randy with 10 points now.
Second free throw. That one's good. 42-37. Full court press put on by Plymouth. It looks like a diamond in one here. Moore got it across the timeline with a lead to Byerly. Byerly skips it. Caught by Robinson. Now to Moore. Down to a minute 25. Moore, stutter steps, gets the lane, lays it up, and got it. Yep. No help side there for Plymouth. 44-37. Davis tries to drive in, bank shot too hard. Warsaw grabs, and then they gave it away. Neidlinger to Randy for the layup. And a timeout is called to stop the clock at a minute 5. Plymouth calls his timeout. 44-39. So Warsaw with a turnover. Gives Plymouth a breath of life here.
13, or visit their website at michiganacontracting.com.
Off the inbounds, it was Nick Moore going up the right side, and Matt Galt fouled him on the floor, stopping the clock at 1:02, so Moore will go to the free throw line.
That's the 10th team foul, so they'll shoot 2. So absolutely everything not going Plymouth's way, but that's what happens when you wait too long to do something, and that's what Plymouth did here tonight. They just waited too long to make something happen.
Free throw up and good. 6-point lead now for Warsaw. This will make it a 3-possession game.
15 points for Moore.
If Moore hits this free throw here. Plymouth needs to hope for a miss. Moore with a couple of dribbles. Eyes flies, and that is good too. Plymouth has got to score in 3 possessions now. Need to do it in a hurry. Randy will be let go for the 3, and he missed it. Got his own rebound, tries it again. Short on that one. Clemens grabs the rebound, and Ren's called for a reach from behind foul. Stopping the clock at 51 seconds.
Well, we had a foul there anyway, and it was almost a good steal.
So Clemens will go to the free throw line for the Warsaw Tigers. Neilinger checks into the game for Plymouth. Caleb Haddon will also come in. Justin Clemens at the free throw line. Delivers and no good. Haddon will replace Jeremy Renz. So it's Hodges, Davis, Falstich, Neilinger, and Haddon. Free throw up by Clemens. Kaboom. 47-39. 50 seconds to go, Davis. Tries to get a clear out, finds Neilinger, penetrates the lane, and he scores. And a timeout called by Plymouth. Stopping the clock at 43 seconds. 40-39 the score. This game, 47-41 the score. 6-point deficit. Byerly inbounds. Robinson has back to Byerly, and they'll kill more clock here as Matt Galt forced to foul Conrad once he got across the timeline. Stops the clock at 38 seconds.
Yeah, Randy and Nick can't foul. Substituting them in and out. Nick will substitute right back in for Matt Galt.
Conrad will go to the free throw line for the Tigers. And the free throw is up and good. 7-point lead again for Warsaw. Neilinger will now come in and line up on the free throw line.
This is definitely one we beat ourselves. Warsaw did not beat us. Warsaw only 49 points.
Free throw's good, 49-41. 35 seconds left. Davis on the right side. Goes for a baseline kick. There's Neilinger. Fires a 3. No good. Tipped around. Falstich gets called for over the back.
Yeah, he had to do something. And, good look. Didn't get it to go down. And that concerns me in St. Joe is that we have got to hit some threes, and we did not hit them tonight. Randy's missed several here in a row. Nick's missed several. And it's been
one of those nights.
Yeah, one of those nights. Too many turnovers, too many missed threes. We waited too long to get something happen. That third quarter, we were dead and couldn't recover from it tonight. Nick Moore, too good of a guard to come back from like we did at John Glenn.
Clemens at the free throw line. He was the one fouled, and he misses the free throw here.
And we just got to learn from this. Ready for sectional. That's where we're at. We still won the conference.
Free throw up, good. 50-41, Warsaw with 26 seconds left. Davis, crossover to the corner. Hodges stepped out of bounds on the sideline.
Another turnover.
and the Warsaw fans letting some of the Pilgrim players hear it. Davis will take a seat. Nighlinger takes a seat. Holloway into the game.
Yeah, so
Wren.
Elliott did not play.
Go. Here's the inlet. Byerly gets it to Moore with 18 seconds left. Across the timeline, Nick. They'll go left side. Can't get a crossover move. We'll not give it to Conrad, and Warsaw will just wind up the rest of this clock. Well, Galt gets a nice steal, and he traveled. So Matt with a nice defensive effort goes for that.
Gives us another statistical turnover.
Inbound to Warsaw. Moore will hang on to the ball, and this game will come to an end. Final score tonight, Warsaw 50, Plymouth 41. And